Machina. But anyways, game number 1 here we got on our hands. We got Knic versus NUMB3R. This is gonna be definitely a very interesting match. And I actually fought Knic on the winner side. For Knic to get top 4 in today's tournament, he had to beat me basically. So a little bit of lore for y'all in chat. But Knic is a masterclass in his own right about on this Priya, and you're gonna see why here in this set. Starting off already, it seems like NUMB3R maybe have some lag, some technical difficulties perhaps. Oh, wait.
The fake out.
The fake out, okay. But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, Knic is a masterclass in his own right. And like you see there, turn around, immediately turns around, able to get the stock. And I mean, Logan, I just want to, you know, I want your thoughts. What are your thoughts on Chakram in specifically? What are your thoughts upon that weapon?
I think that it's definitely a super fun weapon to play. I don't... Oh, numbers dipping super low. I think it's definitely a super fun weapon to play. It does get down there and go on to his last stock. It's definitely not my strongest weapon. Definitely it's new, so that could be a major factor. I struggle with it a lot in 2s, but I enjoy it a lot in 1s. What about you, Hockey?
To be honest, well, like you said, I mean, I played a decent amount, and you know what? I love to play it in 2s. That's where like most of my levels come from. Me and my partner, we've been playing 2s, and we've been grinding the Q, man. The comp that we usually play is the Wushang and the Priya. Wushang definitely good 2s legend, and just the signatures, the follow-ups are just amazing. But anyways, I love kind of both of the weapons. It's definitely a great combination for someone that's learning this weapon as well too. But to get back into action here, NUMB3R is right now on his last stock into orange, whilst Knic is now going into the second stock. Knic has a huge lead in this game number 1 right now, but NUMB3R is quickly racking up the damage, and that's one thing about Chakrams, Logan. You can build up some quick damage because it's a very string-like weapon, I think.
Yeah, he got that side light, in light. I don't believe Sarah's confirmed after that, unless they don't have a dodge. Or maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a lot of true combos. I believe like going into the 30s on Chakram.
100%, because you can get the side light into end light. You can get side light, the split D light.
Oh, there it is again. Get, side light, D light.
You know, a good read. You can go for if they spot dodge. It's a down sync, and that's just huge damage. But most of the time when you're playing Chakrams, the game plan is obviously you use kind of the fused version to go ahead and kind of build up damage, in the split version to the split version to build up damage, and then you use the kind of fused version or the joint version to go ahead and get those KOs. But speaking of KOs, Knic able to get the first game, and in a pretty good fashion, I would say so myself. And yeah, that's going to be game number 1 going towards Knic's favor.
Yeah, it definitely felt like a little bit of a warm-up game, getting the fingers stretched, getting prepared for the next game. NUMB3R kind of felt like he unfortunately lost this stock really early on. I'm not even sure I remember how that happened, but I don't imagine the second game is going to go by so quickly. Oh, and it's underway. I missed what map they were locked into, but I imagine it's not one with a lot of platforms. Yeah,
perhaps. But Knic taking that first game in a pretty dominant fashion. Throughout that game, he had much of the lead. So NUMB3R, I'm you know, paying a little bit of a closer eye to NUMB3R to see what he has to offer here, what sort of adaptations he's going to be able to make against Knic. And really both of them are actually in VC. They're you know, chatting it up right now. So, you know, 2 of the clan mates battling it out here in the winners finals. You know, they're guaranteed a top 3 spot regardless of anything. Guaranteed top 3. So I mean, they're sitting pretty good here in this tournament. But right now we're gonna be starting off with a Chakram Ditto here. NUMB3R right now on the fused version, whilst you're seeing Knic is on the split version. Knic looking to build up damage, whilst NUMB3R now finally changed it around, was looking to go ahead and try to take him off the top. And that's one thing about Chakrams. I saw it in the EU tournament, right? There's a lot of times where you can get those early like reversals, and it's just all it takes is just a dare recovery up in the heavens, and that's the stock. It's gone. Like, I'm not sure if you've seen any of like that, Logan, and when you play Priya or when you're faced against Priya, but I mean, I've seen some crazy
the more I spectated it, the more it feels like blasters to me. I haven't given it a ton of play myself. Like I've given it probably up to a level 10, but I'm watching more and more to get. I was watching more and more to get prepped for this tournament today.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking to myself, this feels a lot like blasters, and like that moment in particular, like trying to shark people with like GCD like recovery off the top. Like it's kind of the exact same vibe. Like you dare nair people. You. Oh. Sorry, I was watching the interaction there for a moment. I thought that Knic was about to die, but he got away. Oh, great dodge on the side there. Picks up the chakram. That side stick had no force. I kind of can't believe that. But oh, side stick, great dodge.
Nice, split back. So now he's on a fuse version here, but Numbers looking to
Either
get the
recovery
KO.
doesn't KO.
Interesting enough.
Another one, surely hockey.
Jesus,
Okay,
side
that'll
stick.
do
Ooh,
it.
That's just a fat read there. I think, yeah, Nick spot dodged it as well too, and Numbers just read him like a boat. Was able to get the KO, but now Numbers, I mean, he's still at a deficit right now, but he has a chakra. Never mind, he doesn't have the chakrams. I believe he has a sword prime. Yep, there you go. We're gonna have a sword ditto here. So he's looking to, you know, fight this ditto and hopefully build up some damage. Honestly, I think he might have preferred the chakrams, but I don't know. Nice two-piece combo. Nick goes for the stair, extends, and he's able to get that KO.
All right, Nick with a hefty lead. Full stock lead. And light goes for more side light and light. And light, Nick staying grounded. Side light and light goes to recovery. Does connect. Gets out of the way of the down air for Numbers. Numbers. Flips. GC sig.
Oh, catch him with it.
Ooh,
But that's fine
great
because he
confirm from
GC'd
Nick.
that. So I believe he didn't have his dodge. Numbers didn't have his dodge, and Nick just capitalized huge off of that and able to get that huge string. The ground pound. Now, one thing for off stage you can go for a lot of times is you can go for that dare stare. Great option to just send your opponents away. But I mean, we're about to boil down here. Nick can definitely take out Number stock here, but a big down sig. That's one of the first times that ever hit, to be honest. But a down sig from his own, able to swing it back around, and that's a little bit of an interesting kind of fact about the Priya down sig is it hits a little back as well too. So if you aren't careful, you can get hit by that. So gotta be careful.
Yeah, a little back. That was, oh my goodness.
Hold up, guys.
Wow.
I got y'all.
That was a lot of back hockey. That was super far behind. It was such a wild
Yeah,
backswing.
that was really back. It's crazy. But anyways, we're gonna be getting into we've like kind of
Game
bugged out
3.
there. Game number 3, yeah, 2-0 already towards Nick's favor, and I mean that just goes to show, you know, it's very interesting to see kind of just how it's interesting to see you know, just in 2 weeks time how much like progress that people made on this legend. It's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, Nick's doing a great job of not making very many mistakes. Like you saw, like in the last game when he caught his dodge, he got that 4-piece punish off like almost immediately. He looked calm, cool, and collected. Like it was nothing to him. He knew exactly how to punish that dodge.
100%.
Ooh.
I mean,
And he got away from that.
Yeah, I believe Nick has been I mean, I've played with Nick a bunch, whether it's in like, usually we sometimes play threes. I mean, I sparred him before this tournament as well too, and man, he put BTA on me, bro. He put BTA on me in the bracket. Actually, I got him to last stock in most cases, but man, I feel like bro was going generous on me, I can't lie. But Nick, man, his Priya is definitely something to behold, I can't lie. So, starting off now in game number 3, it's looking a little bit clean between both of these guys. It's definitely a little bit more even compared to those last games here, but Nick has the chakrams in hand right now, has them in the split version, but Numbers throws out the side stick, and right now controlling traffic with the sword, just nair after nair. Nick just can't make the land back, finally makes the land back, but a nice 2-piece combo, able to get the KO. Numbers right now, for the first time in the set, is up against Nick, and that's going to be huge for him.
Yeah, Nick doesn't strike me as the type of player to tilt though. I've spectated him and casted him a fair few amount of times, and like that's one thing I can say about him is like he keeps his cool fairly well. Like Numbers, I can definitely feel the momentum. Whoa! Don't make me eat my words. Nick. He dipped a mighty low there. God, he touched the wall. Kind of getting combo. Dare into Sarah.
Ooh, big fat down sig.
sig.
Going for the ground pound to cover the whole entire wall, but that wasn't enough. Another down sig, man. So nice he had to do it twice with the dare. No touch. Nick is down to his last stock, whilst Numbers is still sitting on his first. What a complete swap of just a whole entire situation. Then, I mean, if you saw those last 2 games, you would never think that Numbers would put up a performance here in this game number 3 like this.
Ooh, side light, in light. Numbers going crazy. Hits the nair. Weapon swap to the sword. Goes to the down air. Not quite. Nick, good punish. And like connects on arm. Ooh, gets away from the side air. Big. Nick just trying to live here, not take too much damage.
Yeah, nice.
Recovery is going to KO.
Yeah, on the fuse version as well too. Now has options as a weapon. Definitely gonna be sticking with the chakrams. You're gonna want to go ahead and build up that quick damage. If it's any weapon to do it, it's gonna be the chakrams. There we go. It's now in the split version now. He's looking to rack up damage. 2-piece, 3-piece, 4-piece. Man, he's ordering the whole combo on number Zing. The down sig. He gets only the there though. He isn't comfortable throwing that Sair. I don't think you. I'm not sure if you can hit it like. I'm pretty sure you can hit it true. Like there we go. That's a true situation of where you can hit it. But it's like it's super situational depending on like the direction of where the there sends. I think. I'm not sure if maybe you can fact check me on it. I'm not sure if you know any better, Logan.
I'm not 100% sure on Sair there.
Yeah.
It definitely felt like it was a confirm. I'm not sure if it was true, but it definitely felt like it didn't have a dodge. It was for sure confirmed. But I was super locked in here. I was thinking to myself, we've seen crazier comebacks happen, especially on like such a wild momentum weapon. But not gonna happen. Numbers recovery is gonna take it. 2 stocks on the board. That's gonna be 2 games to 1. Knic to numbers. Going into game 4.
Yeah, amazing stuff, man. All that time, numbers was there sitting in the back of the rotation in the crew battle format, or 3v3 crew battle format. He was watching Knic play all the time on the Priya, bro, and he definitely took some notes for sure. And now he's here, bringing it to game 4 against this guy. It's crazy, man.
Write that down. Write that down.
That's what, legit, that was him, bro, on God. I swear. Like, I remember we queued up, I believe we queued up 3s yesterday. Like, me, Seif, and Knic. Man, we queued up 3s yesterday, man, and this guy was in the back of rotation watching TikTok. But he wasn't watching no TikTok. Bro had his notes app open. It was taking notes. That's what he was doing. Because now he's
If they're
in
in
the top
VC
4.
right now.
They are.
I definitely feel like
VC.
I definitely feel like that affects me negatively. Like I play worse against people that I like. Like my empathy kicks in and I have too much like I don't want to slam them. So I wonder if that affects other players like it affects me.
Oh, actually, Knic is locked in. Knic is all deafened up, man. He's not fooling
Knic's
around.
no mercy. Ooh, good side air. Definitely deafened. He's looking good. Ooh, good turnaround side air. Ooh, good GCD light recovery. Ooh, good in light. Knic's going crazy. Sword ditto. Oh, swaps. Oh wait, we're back to the sword. Okay. Good D-light there to interrupt the side air from Knic.
Starting off
Numbers, that down there was good,
big
but
ground pound,
he gets
though.
punished.
Another ground
Good way
pound.
from numbers.
The down
D6 was ambitious.
Yeah.
I like it though. He caught Knic off guard last game with it. He is gonna touch down air. Good side air. Numbers catching Knic jumping a lot. Knic, good switch up. He didn't quite connect to the GC side sig, but I like that option. He was adapting to the fact that numbers keeps reading him jumping and landing like up diagonal. Good side sig again. Great KO option. Ooh, good dodge from Knic. Good end light. Good landing punish.
Zenlight. This game is way more different. It's so much more closer. Nice Zenlight again. Sends him so far away. The ground pound now. Was hoping to catch Seif off guard. I mean, numbers off guard. Now, Chakram in hand. Nice there. Isn't enough. The down sig. Don't spot dodge with a GC down sig this time. Second time is going to be it. It's going to lead to the KO, and that's going to be numbers going down to his second stock there. But look how even this game is, Logan. It's just so even against these guys.
Yeah, where'd all this respect come from, Hockey? These two are playing neutral. What's going on?
Definitely seeing,
good Sair.
As this set is, you know, evolving over time, you're seeing that, you know, they're kind of slowing down the gameplay a little bit, you know, respecting each other's space a little bit more. But a nice dare, able to get the KO in. Just like that, it is even up in the stock and with a slight damage going into his Knic's favor.
Yeah, that's what I love about Knic right there. He goes for dare there. 100% of the time he goes for dare there on the right hand side. Oh, good weapon cycle from numbers.
Starving him now. Realizing that, hey man, I think I could beat him on, you know, he's over on the unarmed. If he doesn't have none of those chakrams, you know, shenanigans, maybe he can beat him just a sword v unarmed action there. Perhaps. And single from Knic.
Ooh, rare drop from Knic. Drops the Sair. D-light there, numbers. Turn around and light. I think he goes for it here.
The down sig,
no, he doesn't. Never mind.
You know, the down sig works just like the Knic's Blaster Zen sig, where it grabs. I'm not sure if it has the same reach. Honestly, I think it might have even more reach. They go to down sig again, but that's gonna be a nice punish from Knic. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it's. I feel like
that's not gonna get him again, man.
I feel like the main differences between that and Knic's Blaster's Insig would be, I guess, obviously the startup. This one takes longer just to come out. It's slow. Oh, great down air punish from Numbers. And then secondly, I believe the momentum stops you, so like you can't really slide it the same way you can with Knic's Insig.
Right. I definitely think out of all the signatures, out of all the signatures in the Priya Sig kit, the down sig on the sword is definitely one of the worst because it's like, it's a super like, I don't know, it has like a long range, but like when you go for it, man, like you can get punished so much with it, and like chances are it's like never gonna hit, to be honest. With my experiences,
that one does
I like
connect.
never hit with a down sig, to be honest.
I agree. I think the sliding sounds minimal, like when you say it at first glance, but it really does. Like, I feel like it's very important to getting KOs with that type of sig because you need to be able to position like exactly how far below them you are.
Yeah.
Which is like how you get KOs with Knic and Knic's Insig. But I mean, last stock red, sword chakram, no longer sword chakram. Looking for recovery to KO. Oh my.
Nice, Knic with the recovery, and that's gonna be it. Knic is gonna be taking this set against Numbers in a 3-1 fashion. Numbers doesn't even get the game 5. It was so close at the end. I mean, it was such a nail biter. It was anybody's game, but sadly, Knic is, well, not sadly, but Knic is gonna be going into the grand finals. Numbers Inc. is gonna be going down to the elimination side. And I mean, wow, that was just such an interesting match. It's such an interesting first match to cast. What are your thoughts, Logan?
Yeah, I agree with sadly. Not that I'm rooting against Knic, but I definitely could feel Numbers warming up. And I felt like Knic could as well. And in that game 4, you could feel like Knic starting to take him like super serious, like a lot more seriously. It felt like he slowed everything down. He like played it like he played a lot more competitively instead of like, you know what I mean? It felt, I don't want to say less friendly, but it did feel like he showed him a lot more respect in that game 4.
Yeah, 100%.